Hey guys, so in the last video I showed you the new changes to Old Red. Today was going to be the day that I fired it up and took it for a drive. Unfortunately, I replaced all the spark plugs before I put the radiator in and did a video inspection of all the cylinders. Cylinder number 6 has a broken ringland and a missing piece of piston, so unfortunately it's gut-wrenching, but engine's got to come out. I got to rebuild it. So don't know if I'm going to rebuild it as is and just put some new parts in it or step it up. Probably going to step it up. Probably going to put more cubes on it. Probably leave everything else the same. I may do some more cylinder head work. But yeah, so there's going to be a delay there. But what I wanted to talk about was someone told me that that air filter that I'm going to do for Old Red is not going to work. This is it. They said it doesn't flow enough to make the horsepower that I make. Okay, sorry, I had to help my wife with something. They told me that this doesn't flow enough. So it made 502 horsepower with this air filter assembly installed, and I've put all the bins in there like it was in the truck. We're going to do a flow test. I've done this before, but we're going to do it again, A to B. So I'm going to flow test this. I'm going to show you the inches of water. I have to use my phone for my Testo 510i Delta P, so I'll do that off camera and basically just get the data, but I'll show you where this one's at. And we're going to have all of the motors on, every single one of them. So if the pressure, okay, is at 6, it's at 6 inches of water, but I'll show you that. If this is less than 6, it already flows more. So we'll see how much more. So let's turn it on. Now the reason why I made 6 inches of water this last time is because I had a trip breaker, so I fixed that. So you can see it was at 8 3/4-ish. I'll get the exact numbers whenever I do the off-camera exact flow test. So I'm going to do that real quick, get the data, and then I'm going to swap to this one, and I'll get the data, and then I'll show you it on the flow test, just so you could see what the inches of water it's pulling is. And this is with no bleed valves open. It's just going to be 100% all 6 motors running. So be right back. Alright, so let me do the math and I'll come right back. Okay, so I just finished the math and there's the difference. It's kind of hard to see because I didn't have a pen with me, but we had 1758 CFM and 1138 CFM. So there's about a 620 CFM. It says 619.77, but about CFM difference. So that's plenty of airflow for the horsepower that I'm making, and that's plenty CFM for just about any hot rod. And one thing you got to keep in mind is that 1700 CFM, that's at 28 inches of water. It's going to see a lot larger depression than that. Okay, when the supercharger is spinning and it's drawing in air, okay, there's going to be a much larger depression than 28 inches of water, which is 1 psi. Plenty of CFM, plenty of CFM, plenty of CFM. So if you guys want to get those air filters, it'll make just plenty of CFM for what you're doing. Okay, I can't say it enough. Don't worry about it. So it'll support the horsepower I'm making now. Unfortunately, Old Red is going to have to go under the knife. I don't know how long it'll take me to find the time and the money to rebuild it, but yeah, there it is. See ya.